Critique of Rational Thinking by Xuefeng. Using a large number of facts and phenomena as the basis for observation, comparison, analysis, and induction, rational thinking identifies patterns through synthesis, then abstracts, generalizes, and determines development directions or problem solving. Rational thinking is the thinking of wise people and belongs to high-level human thinking. Most humans do not possess rational thinking. They think based on instincts, focusing on wealth, power, reputation, and status. Humanity has not yet entered a civilized society because most people think too materially, while wise people's thinking is too rational. Rational thinking is a major obstacle to humanity entering a civilized society. Rational thinking, as human thinking, has limitations. No matter how meticulous and objective human thinking is, understanding the vast world and human nature is like looking at a leopard through a narrow tube, partial and easily overlooking other aspects. Therefore, relying on human intelligence alone cannot establish a civilized society. Thus, planned economies will fail, and stronger governments will lead to deeper disasters. The core reason is the limitation of human rationality, which cannot consider the universal connections of things, including 64 factors. Similar to the unified field theory in science, which scientists cannot establish because they only acknowledge 4 forces and ignore the other 4, how can they establish a unified field theory? Humans do not know what will happen tomorrow, so how can they plan? Locke's 3 elements of natural rights are life, liberty, and property. Hayek believed that property rights are the core of market order and individual freedom. The main reason why countries like the UK and the US can become relatively strong and civilized is the legal protection of the sanctity of private property. Even a thatched cottage is sacred and inviolable. The wind can enter, the rain can enter, but the king cannot. The essence of capitalism is the protection of private property. Trying to create a system superior to capitalism with rationality or ideals is almost impossible. The pursuit of communism and utopian societies is unachievable and will instead cause disasters. Therefore, the sanctity of private property is a fair principle in human society. Protecting the property of people like Musk is a blessing for all humanity. However, the sanctity of private property does not meet the standards of the kingdom of heaven and does not satisfy the psychology and needs of the proletariat. To elevate human character, comfort the proletariat's hearts, and lead humanity to a higher civilization, the sanctity of private property cannot be a legal principle. Still, the infringement of legal private property is entirely wrong, and no reason can justify its violation and deprivation. To make 99% of people live happily, freely, and joyfully, neither planned economies nor market economies can achieve this. Relying on rational thinking is certainly not possible. Designing an ideal social system with human wisdom is impossible. Relying on the invisible hand of the market equals returning to the law of the jungle, where only the fittest survive. Can humanity enter a higher civilization state by abandoning rationality and the market? Yes, by copying and replicating the living mechanism of the kingdom of heaven. Life Chanyuan's second home is such a model, copying and replicating the production and living mode of the millennium realm of the kingdom of heaven. This copying mode eliminates human rational interference and the jungle law mechanism of the animal world. June 27th, 2024.